So I was at a party. He was out there chilling, and then I was at the time. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, your ordinary party where it was like 40, 50, something. Nah, it wasn't like that. It was just actually like a small party. I mean, it was just my brother, his girl, me, and I had a friend with me at the time. So go out there chilling, and then time gets close, like 3 o'clock in the morning. So, you know what I'm saying? It's time to hit the haze. Mind you this, man. It's, you know what I'm saying, we used to do a lot of smoking, a whole lot of drinking, a little bit of everything as you could think of. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of everything was been done that night. And then I left. And then I was, you know what I'm saying, when I left the hotel, I was fine. You know, I was okay. I was perfectly fine. I left, picked my friend up, dropped them off. And then I dropped them off. And then, boom, I got out of there, hopped on the highway. So now, mind you, this by the time I left the hotel, it was like 4 o'clock for the greater good. So, boom, dropped them off by like 4:45, hit the highway. It's like 5 o'clock right now. The sun is just creeping up. And then, I love driving fast. We're just gonna stick it to that, and we're just gonna leave that sentence and the whole situation right there. And then, I love driving fast. So with that being said, I hopped on the highway, I-95 going north towards 161. If you live in Columbus, you know exactly what I'm describing. So hopped on there, boom. First I was doing about 80, you know what I'm saying? And then as I'm going, so I lived about damn near an hour drive from where I was at to where I was headed to, my mom's place. That's where I was headed to that morning, whatever. Okay, and then I'm doing about 80, boom, going, you know what I'm saying? I get a little sleepy. I was like, let me turn the windows, let me roll the windows down so, you know what I'm saying, the fresh air wake me up. So the fresh air comes through, fire me up a block a mile. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting my block a mile. And then from there, boom, tapped it up, spit it up. I was like, boom. Right now, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling a little pumped. So I went from 80, boom, hit right at 120. Now, mind you this, I was driving a 2009 Honda Fit. You guys can see how, you know what I'm saying, small as that. I might upload a picture of the car right here on the screen somewhere. But anyway, I was driving a Honda Fit 2009, right? And then, boom. And I believe, if I'm looking at that thing wrong, the dashboard is only 120. So as I hit 100, I'm like, oh, I got 20 miles till I hit dash. And that's like one of my favorite things to do when I rent a car, when I get a car. I love doing the dash. So before I know it, bang, I'm doing a 120. Doing 120. I kind of zoned out on my 120. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Zoned out in my 120. I'm just boom, going out. Now, as you know, if you're a driver, you know what I'm saying, if you do a lot of road trip, or if you just drive a lot, you know, early in the morning, there's a lot of semi trucks on the road. So I was on the right lane, just cruising at like 120 miles, no stop, no brake, all gas. And then I switched to the left lane because, you know what I'm saying, like about a quarter of a mile, I seen an exit. There was a car coming, so I was like, boom, switch lane. I'm still forwarding it. Boom, he headed, that bit flying. And then next thing I know, like, I was, mind you this, man, I was smoking weed, liquor, drinking liquor, popping pills. I did everything the night before, a little bit of everything, right? So I'm high as a sky. So, like, you know what I'm saying, my vision, it's not the greatest vision to be messing with right now. So I'm like, going in the distance, which is, actually is, because, you know, my intuition is never gonna lie to me, don't matter what state of mind I'm in. My intuition clicked on it. In the distance, I seen a cop posted right there. So I'm like, all right, one way or another, he's gonna get me tonight or today, whatever. So, but let me play it cool. But before that, right before that happened, I peeped at the, like, right as I peeped at the car in my, like, driving it on my left side, right on a, like, corner. I peeped at it. And then simultaneously looking at my rear view, there was a semi truck, because I vividly remember this spot. The headlights, obviously they always got the LED light, so it was super, super bright. So it was just like shining so hard to the point where the passenger seat, you could see it bright, like whatever's on the floor, you could see it, like, so you could tell that man was right on my tail. So I looked, I'm like, my brain's working million mile per hour. I was like, boom, a cop, semi truck right on my tail. So I did, all I did was remove, because this whole time the pedal was to the metal, bro. No brake, all gas. I literally had that thing pressing down so I could stay on 120. All I did was move my foot off the gas. I moved my foot off the gas before I know it. Boom. Just, mind you, I wasn't even wearing seatbelt now. No seatbelt. So I'm like this, hits me. My chest hits the steering wheel. My head hit the top of the car. And then I swerve off, obviously, because I got T-boned from the back from a bigger car. So I lose control. I'm trying to, like, just, all I'm doing is just maintaining, like, you know what I'm saying, 315, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, whatever, holding it down. Juju got hit right underneath the rail. Got hit right underneath the nail. Boom, laid it down. Nah, the way I always drive, it's like them, like, you know what I'm saying, them 2000 gangsters that got their seat all the way back. That's always how I have my car seats. So my seat was all the way back. So as soon as I got, boom, came to a complete stop, I laid down. I was like, no. I'm thinking I'm about to die. I'm thinking the car's on fire, something. So I quickly picked up the phone, called my mom. I was like, Mom, this got in a car accident. She was not understanding. She was not feeling me. She was like, why are you even in the accident? She's like asking me questions rather than checking on me if I'm cool. So I'm like, you know what, Mom? If I die, just remember this is the last thing you said to me. So I'm like, I'm laying there. I'm like, okay, breathe, breathe, breathe. I didn't smell no smoke. I didn't say no, I didn't smell nothing. And I was like, okay, I cannot feel my left leg. My left leg is kind of numb. So my arms were able to move. So I scooted myself back because I already didn't have a seatbelt. My seat was, I always have my seat laid back. So that was like advantage. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like meant to happen. So I scooted out of there, jumped into the back seat because I tried to open my driver door, couldn't open, tried to open the passenger, couldn't open, jump into the back seat, couldn't open those doors either, went all the way into the trunk, kicked that out, got out of the trunk. And then when I did that, the cop showed, the ambulance was there. They asked me if I wanted to go get medical attention. And then I, you know what I'm saying, I denied it because I had, you know what I'm saying, my body was toxic and I didn't want to get processed or deal with none of that stuff. But yeah, man. And then I got concussion out of that because I left that scene and I was driving for additional 30 minutes. To this day, I don't know where I was headed or where I ended up at. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoy this story. But this is the story time of me getting hit by a semi truck. But the moral of this story is, man, don't ever drink and drive. Don't ever do too much pills and drive, and don't ever do too much of nothing. And if you're ever not, and not just necessarily drug or anything, man, if you're driving, you get sleepy, you get tired, whatever something happens, man, where you cannot fully function on the road, just pull over, man. Just pull over. And if you're going to a party or whatever, make sure you have a way out before you get into the party, man, because that could cost your life. Luckily, I didn't die from my accident, And then that's why I just want to come out here to help the youth, because when I did this, I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, it was 2021. I mean, I was a couple of years young, but I was still young. You know what I'm saying? Young this and young that. Still young, man. But then we cannot just lose our youth because of, you know what I'm saying, one mistakes we made or something that didn't go in our plan, man. So hopefully next time you are partying, you party responsibility, man. So with that being said, hopefully you guys like my video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, comment down below what type of videos I should do next, and don't forget to hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, it's your boy Famous Ahmed, and I'm out.